Hi friends, and welcome back to Piggy Bank Tales. I'm going to be closing out May 2025 in YNAB. I'm going to walk through what I actually spent, if I had to move money around in categories, what I saved, and what I'm going to be doing differently next month. As you can see here at the top of the budget, I do have some overspent categories, like here, household items. So when I look here, it says assign. That means how much money I actually put into that category. The activity is the actual amount of money that I spent. And then if there is any money left over here, it would tell you. So here I overspent it by $50.46. So I'm going to go through and just quickly talk about some of the overspent categories before I go through and actually move money around. For gifts, I took money out of this category, and so that's why we're seeing negative $123.15. I did sacrifice gifts and figured that after my move I would put more money back in here. And then I actually spent $2.07. So actually spending from the category is different than pulling the money to move it around for another category. And they were both cards. I'm all about trying to buy the 99-cent card. Sorry if my mom is watching, just to save money, because I think it's pretty ridiculous to pay $5 or $6 for a Hallmark card. And I know that's like the value of them now. So I try and buy them cheap whenever I can. Sometimes Aldi's has them. I did buy one from the grocery outlet for my dad because I happened to go in there earlier this week and saw that they were 99 cents. Health, I did overspend. So I only deposited $48.54 into that category. I assigned rather. And I ended up spending $90.07. A lot of that was the doctor's visit for getting an EpiPen and some pain medication. And then I end up getting some chewable Benadryl tablets because I've heard that if you do get stung by a bee, that the children's dissolving tablets would be the easiest way to take a Benadryl, like in case your mouth and stuff were to close up. So now I'm keeping this in my bag and in my purse, so I always have some with me. Helio Care supplements. So I do have a sun allergy called PMLE, polymorphic light eruption. It's very rare. I feel like it's becoming more common just because I'm seeing it pop up on Reddit more. Anyways, I take these supplements when I know I'm going to be out in the sun, and it kind of reduces the flare up. I'll still break out, and even right now I'm healing from some of it right here. But anyways, that is a necessity for me. Fund holding, totally overspent majorly. So I had assigned $134.45. I spent $185, so I'm negative $50.91. Just to show one win is I did put some money into this dining out category, and I didn't even spend it all because it shows a balance here of $34.50, which this is going to go away in a second as I take care of the overspending categories. Right here, you do see I have $60. So this was actually a birthday gift from my parents. My birthday was last weekend, and I think I mentioned it in my video before that my sister was coming to visit me for Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go ahead and move this. Let's go to guilt-free spending. I'm going to put it in shopping, I think. Okay, so that's going to get moved there. And now I'm going to address these overspent categories, which is all of these red or yellow things here. So I'm going to click on the focused view for the overspent categories. And here again, I did spend $50.46 over the household. It says the weasel drain hair removal. If you've ever seen that, it's like a little wand you stick in the drain to pull out hair. While my sister was here, like 2 days before she got here, I noticed the tub was starting to back up a little bit, and I already have one of these by Joey. It's a different brand, and it wasn't really pulling up any hair from the tub. So I thought maybe it just wasn't long enough. So I tried getting the drain weasel, which is really cheap, that you can get from Home Depot. That also did not do the trick. So one last ditch effort after my sister had left, I stopped by Home Depot and picked up this Zep tub and shower declogger, I guess, and it worked like magic. So now I'm going to actually cover this overspending. And what YNAB is showing me is all of the categories that have a positive balance that I can pull the money from. There's $1.60 left in my car insurance, so I'm going to take it there. I didn't spend as much money as I thought for dining out, so I could take some of that money there because I still have $14.36 to cover. So I'm going to take it now from the shopping category. Boom, that category is taken care of. This one is so this actually should have been a dining out category. My sister was really nice and treated me for several meals when she was here, which was very, very nice. Thank you, Jen. So when we went on Sunday, I treated her and bought her an ice cream. So I'm just going to put in the little memo here, ice cream, Santa Barbara. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the budget and look at the overspent categories. I have 99 cents here that I need to pull from somewhere. So that's for the Father's Day card. I think I'm going to take this from groceries. Okay, and then health. I'm going to take this from the gas category. I filled up 2 days ago. Okay, and now I still have $50 here for fund holding. Just to see briefly what this was actually, I bought a bag for myself at this place called The Wharf. It's like a horse feed and pet and Western wear kind of store. It's kind of like Tractor Supply, only different, like more high quality, I guess. So I bought myself a little mini backpack for work that is perfect for me to carry around my tablet and stuff. This was the Amazon return and the external hard drive. So that was the big purchase there for this month. I'm going to take it from gas still because, like I said, I think I only need to fill up maybe one more time. Dining out. Oh, we still have money in shopping. Oops, I should probably go back and move some of that around, maybe back into the gas. So this is how you could easily move the money. If I click here, it says I'm going to move $11.58, and then I'm going to type in gas, move it back to the gas category. The main focus right now is savings. So you can see the one main thing is this moving expense, right? I'm proud to say I was able to put $120 in for the month of May, which brings me, and I didn't spend any money. I didn't have to transfer any money out of this category, which means that I have $640 now. I'm thinking my move might be about a little bit over $500 for the actual movers. And then I'm thinking maybe $100 or so for boxes, which I'm trying to get free boxes if possible. And then the big expense here for the treehouse was the deposit, security deposit and pet deposit. I was able to put $302.31 into that category, which is going to go for a portable washer and dryer. So I'm pretty happy with this. And then the other thing was I didn't spend any money for this license renewal that's going to be up next May, and it's like $350. So I'm on track to save for that. And then my emergency fund, I was able to put $139.74 into it. So I still have just a little bit under $2,000 for my actual emergency fund. Right now, my goal is to try to build that up back up to $4,000. But even before I start putting money back into my Roth IRA, my goal is I would like to have a 3-month emergency fund saved up, which is going to be a lot. I'm thinking it's like probably $15,000 I would need so that I could rest assured I have an emergency fund, and then all of my money can be allocated, any extra money I should say, could be allocated to my Roth IRA. The best thing to do is to always go back and make sure that like your checking account or your credit card accounts, everything is matching up to what your bank is saying that you have and what you show here in YNAB as well. It's kind of cueing me already to check out these 7 new transactions that I need to go and approve. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Let's start here at the bottom. The top is the most recent and the bottom ones are the first ones to take care of. So I'm just going to click approve on these transactions. When it's showing this little linked icon, it means that this is the information that was pulled from my bank, as well as it's matching the transaction that I like entered manually. Sometimes it's just the transaction that I didn't enter but was downloaded from my bank. So that's why you need to go through and approve it. And then I made some credit card payments too. And then here you can click reconcile. Here it's showing again that my bank is saying I have $4,105.24. And YNAB is also saying that I have cleared this amount of money as well. Account is reconciled. So now it's telling me that here in my main checking, I only have $721.67 left. I'm not going to go through all of my accounts, but off camera, that's what I would do, is I would go through and just make sure that all of my credit card statements, everything also matches. So it's always a good idea to not only click on the all for your focused views, but also just when you're doing your reconciliation, like right now, I discovered I have a double transaction. So under dining out, when I clicked this right here, telling me the activity, it shows me a duplicate for this ice cream. I guess, so this transaction here came in from my bank and I had manually entered it, but I entered it under the wrong credit card. So it's always a good idea to just check things out thoroughly. Maybe I would have caught it when I was doing the reconciliation, like, hey, I already did this charge in another account, but maybe not. So it's kind of good to play around with these activities just so you can see exactly what you had spent for that month. What I could do and see if it matches up is I could just fix this and say that this is not the correct account. Move, there we go. So move to account because this was actually paid with my Discover card. And then I'm going to go back and see in my Discover card. Let's see if it's going to show that they match. So here we go. So here is, I had already cleared it because I already had marked it as the correct transaction for Discover. So I'm just going to delete it because it's the wrong one. Okay, so what I learned in a nutshell from this month of May is that I'm very proud of myself for the saving that I've done for this move. Which right now I'm looking at $962.31. So that's for the moving fees plus putting money towards that portable washer and dryer. I'm coming out with $175 for groceries for the next 2 weeks because I'll get paid on June 10th. Everything else looks good. I even have money left over for the bunnies, which is a miracle because I feel like I spent way more than this. Apparently not. So I think it's because of that refund from the Snuffle Mat. So it's nice to see that I had a little bit extra there. Again, now because I just refunded that ice cream transaction, I can actually move this. I'm going to move it towards gas again. I could put it into the next month category. Let's go ahead and put that money there. Everything else, I don't really need to move any money over. It's just going to roll over into the next month. So the one thing that I had mentioned in a previous video is that I'm not being honest with myself when it comes to this guilt-free spending. I really have not been giving myself money to spend, but I turn around and I spend it. I did some Starbucks card reloading. I bought some work shirts. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I had to buy some new socks. I did some guilt-free spending buying The Sims. So next month, I do need to give myself some guilt-free spending. It just has to be because I'm going to spend some anyways. The main goal for next month is to put more money into the Treehouse Fund for the washer and dryer. I also want to be honest with myself and try to give myself some guilt-free spending. I already know I need to buy new shoes. So that was the thing this morning. I wanted to walk across the street to go pick up my prescription. And when I put my favorite pair of shoes on, because I have plantar fasciitis right now, and that's why I was taking pain medication from the doctor, it really feels like it's going away. And I think some of my Nikes are aggravating it. So I put on my favorite pair of Brooks, and I could tell that the mesh is starting to be like unwoven and stuff because it's like a mesh top of the foot. When I put them on today, you could see my white sock through it. So I threw them out. I definitely need at least one really good pair of shoes that I can wear for work. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to spend $150 on a pair of shoes. I may even go tomorrow. Tomorrow would be June 1st. So I don't know where I would pull that money from, or if I'm just going to try to wait it out until June 10th. Otherwise, I might have to pull money from the emergency fund, which I really don't want to do. But so those are the two main goals. Put at least $600 into the Treehouse Fund and give myself some guilt-free spending. At least it's going to be $150 I know of for the new pair of shoes. If you want to try YNAB for yourself, down below in the description box, there is a link. When you use my referral link, you will get a 34-day trial for free. Should you subscribe at the end of that, you would earn 1 month for free on your subscription. And at that point, YNAB would give me 1 month for free also. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Please comment down below and tell me what your main budget win was for the month of May, if you had any, or if you just learned a big lesson for this month. Go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to read your comments, and we'll see you in the next one.